Hi, this is Tanya back with the Cardiff today for 29th of February 2016. The card that I've pulled today is the Two of Rods. Now, often called the Two of Wands in different tarot decks, but I'm using the Morgan Greer deck and it's the Two of Rods in that one. So the cards this week have all been about decisions, about change, a lot of panic, a lot of tension around. This one is about changing choices, but the panic seems to subside. It's like I'm taking a breath now, I'm not as tense. There is still a little bit of insecurity around it, and a few worries as well, so I'm not saying they've completely gone. And with any decision, it's worth looking at the pros and cons of it. And I really feel this is where the is at now. The blind panic has stopped, and now he's sort of right. Okay, it's like being at a crossroads, and it's like, right, okay, which way do I go now? Do I go that way? Do I go this way? And this is it. It's quite contemplative. This card as well. Now, if we look at the guy in the picture, he's holding his rod. Yeah, this rod has it has greenery on it, it has acorns on it. This is established. This is something that I feel has been around for a long time. This is something he knows well, but the rod that he's being offered here, this does still have a little bit of greenery on it, not as much as this, but this signifies to me that this choice isn't something new. This choice is something where seeds have been planted in the past. I don't feel they got the chance to grow. I don't feel the ball has fully started rolling with them yet. But I do feel it's like these little seeds have been planted. And when I'm looking at this, I really see that they're seeds of potential. You know, I do feel with this, we have blue skies around, this seems to be that there's a lot of potential around this second choice, and there also seems to be a lot of fulfillment as well. Now, when we look at the guy, he's standing here, like I say, he's not in the panic. Um, and we look at this within his hand. Now, some say that this is the world, and it's like, he's holding the world in his hands, and all he has to do is just go for it. Other people say that this is like a crystal ball. So is he standing looking, trying to see into the crystal ball to see, like, if I make that choice, what will happen? So is he, like I say, I do think there's a little bit thought with this here. It's quite compelling. It's quite intriguing. He's showing interest. There are thoughts about this other choice, this other path. If we have a look at his hands, he has gloves on though, so I do really feel that the gloves are there for protection, and I do feel he is a little bit scared or a little bit fearful of what could happen. You know, when we look at the shield here, we have lilies and we have roses. Now, lilies are basically, they signify faith, hope, and charity. Roses, especially red ones, they signify passion. So, and the passion and things of the heart. So I often link this card to a relationship or a partnership or something. But it's something with the lily and with the red rose. It's like the spiritual meeting the physical. And it's the red is there's a lot of passion there as well. So because the rods are actually all about creativity and inspiration. So this is, like I say, I really feel something, there's like an inner stirring in you. This is what I'm getting, that could lead to creating something. This card always reminds me as well of the Fool card, which the Fool in tarot is the number 0. It's about starting again, wiping the slate clean and starting afresh and taking a leap of faith. Now, the Fool just rushes in. He doesn't look ahead. This guy's looking ahead, like I say, he's taking it in. He's taking this time to contemplate. We always also have the red around his heart chakra here as well. So I do feel there's an element of passion and wanting to progress and wanting to start planning as well with this. We have the white feather coming in here as well in his hat. Now, this again is a very, very spiritual symbol. And this is telling me that, spirit are guiding you with this, spirit are there. If you have a look at the top of his head, so it's whatever thoughts you're getting, they could be being put there by spirit, because spirit are wanting to guide you with this. There's also, when I'm looking at this card, it's also coming in the energy of an older gentleman, but I do believe this is somebody in spirit. And it's like, I feel they've got their hand on this guy's back, like trying to push him forward as well. So I don't know if anybody can take that. That just came in there. So sorry about that. But when we're looking at the hand that is making this offer or that is offering him something, that this hand is linked to the other option. But this hand is staying out of the picture. There's you can't see another person. And this is because this decision needs to be made alone. So if this is the choice that you have two paths, and which one shall I go to? You can't have anybody tell you which one to go to. This has to be your choice. And like I say, that there does seem to be this little bit like, right, okay, like, is the grass greener? Some people say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I say that sometimes it's worth the cuts and bruises of climbing over the fence to get there, ever the optimist, I think. But this is what this card is taking. Like I say, it's, he's at the moment, he's stuck in his comfort zone. He's there. Everything's established. He knows everything. But if he was to take a small step out of his comfort zone, you know, I really feel that, like I say, this is a card of a lot of potential and a lot of fulfillment coming as well. A lot of balance as well. Like I've mentioned before, blue skies, there's no clouds there, that's really good. So, they say that every journey starts with a step out of your comfort zone. And I really feel this is what this guy is actually thinking about at the moment. So don't worry too much about this. Like I say, you're at the right stage. You're contemplating. Oh, there's Hendrix just come to say hello. Um, you're at the contemplative stage. You're thinking about this. You don't have to rush in and do anything today or this week. So give yourself a break, but let go of any fear and confusion around this. Look at the potential. Look at what could be there for you, and look at what is even being offered to you as well, because this card often indicates that it's like there's, if you have a look at that, there's like an open hand offering you this gift. And I really feel as well, spirit have just brought into me there that there is a helping hand there with it as well. So they can't make the decision for you, but once you make that decision, I really feel help is at hand there for you as well. So this card, what I would probably end with it is, you may be thinking, yeah, but like if I do this, and all this fear and worry, but I would say, like, what is the worst that could happen? You know, Whenever I know people have stepped out their comfort zone, none of them have regretted it. So, like I say, quite an interesting card. That so much symbolism, and I really really like that card. So let me know what you think. Let me know if that resonated with you in any way. Um, and again, like, please keep me informed if you're liking these videos. It's lovely to hear from you all. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Tanya Love Buddha Tarot, where the videos are daily, as well as on Facebook. And just, I don't know, I really like that card. There's a lot, I've got a little like sort of excitement in my stomach here, and I'm wanting to like, go on, take a risk. I think you'd regret it if you don't. Okay, so that's me. I'll be back tomorrow with another card of today. Sat Nam.